Good evening. As a person who enjoys the practice of sporting activities, I find myself every now and then in one of those public places, called locker rooms. So tonight, fellow guests, fellow Toastmasters, I would like to suggest to you 4 simple rules for usage in these spaces. These rules, if correctly applied, will allow us to properly enter into our process of clothes changing and bath taking with very ease and carefree. So, rule number 1, no unnecessary nudity. Of course, you're not supposed to bathe in full clothing, but as something we all learn as small kids, once it's okay to have your toys all over the place if you're using them, but as soon as you stop playing, you put them back where they belong. This way, not only you're sure no one will break them when you're not looking, but you're sure to know where to look when you want to play again. So, just like every good boy and girl knows, if Santa Claus gives you a big, beautiful, bigger truck than the rest of the kids, you're not supposed to show it around, showing it off, because you have to consider the other little kids who are not so lucky as you were. Rule number 2, no, and I really mean no, unnecessary nudity. Please. A recent study from the University of Berkeley, California, has proved that due to innovative, groundbreaking technology, it's now possible to actually shave with our underwear on. So please try it. Rule number 3. Shower gel, and yes, shower gel. Why? When choosing a product for our shower, we should always go with shower gel. Why is that? Let's suppose we go with the good old soap. Everyone knows how soap interacts with water. It gets slippery. So we're ready to take our shower, we have our towels, we have our soap, we walk to our shower, we hang our towels, we wet our soap, we start washing, and then all of a sudden, it slips, it turns, it goes up, it goes down, it lands on the floor 2 feet from you. You stare down, and for a split second, you think, well, I'm not that dirty anyway, am I? So you break up your relationship with the soap right over there. Well, you know, I'm thinking, and I don't really think this is working between you and me. It's not you, it's me. So you should always go with shower gel. Why? Because you definitely do not want to bend over and grab your soap. Are you aware of the amount of injuries on your lower back that you can get with that simple gesture? And the person next to you, you don't want him to have a close encounter of the third kind with your wrong side, right? So if you go with shower gel, you're protecting yourself from a lot of awkward situations where everybody loses. So last but not least, no handshakes whatsoever. When you're inside a locker room and you feel the need to greet or salute someone, you should always go with a simple but effective head nod. It should be an upward head nod if you're the original greeter, like, hey. Or a downward head nod if you're the greetee, the one who returns the greet. How you doing? Because this is why we're provided with necks. And no one ever seen 2 giraffes handshaking, have we? Think about it. So, when we are trying to handshake someone inside a locker room, we are intruding into the personal sphere of someone who is wearing very little clothes, or no clothes at all, or even someone who's preparing to put himself in a position where he's wearing no clothes or very little clothes. Or even worse, he just came from a fragile situation where very little clothes or no clothes at all was involved. So, when inside a locker room, you should always keep your hands to yourself, especially if you're sharing the room with professional athletes. Thank you.